So Wiggins picks up the foul. You see Steph Curry's reaction to it.
Yeah, but having said that, I don't think he had a choice. Like, he was either going to give up a layup or the foul because he had him beat.
Well, so I came in a little more hopeful this time, but I guess Steph said it best, right? The definition of insanity. Do the same thing and accept the same result, which is what the Warriors do. And I think this means that Steph has pushed the green light button on trades. We'll see whatever happens next. Steve Kerr said that, well, the team is like in... What did he say precisely? He said that they are... they lost their spirit, confidence, and belief. So, yeah, and today it was pretty evident, man. Today, the game literally was over in the first quarter. We felt lifeless, right? The Warriors just felt lifeless, like they had no chance. It started with, of course, Kuminga defending Ingram and Klay being on Zion and needing to help. Looney not being able to go out to Valanciunas. Them getting wide open three-pointers despite being the best three-point shooting team for the last month, pretty much. Or one of the best three-point shooting teams from, for a month or so. And it got insanely easy for them. And despite them actually shooting 19 of 40 in the end, the three balls that came early were so open and so just easy for all of them that it opened up the spacing for everything else. Zion was able to get going in the fourth quarter after being horrible throughout the start. Their length and size was great. Everyone was feasting on everyone, pretty much. And defensively, they did a good job trapping Steph, trapping guards, even though they overdid it a little bit in the second quarter where we got the lead down to 11 or something like that. But just like against, who did we play last? Why am I blinking right now? Toronto. Just like against Toronto, when we had a chance to kinda get back into the game. Kuminga went aggressively and did not get the foul call, and they then turned around. Wiggins came back into the game, and shit was done. Shit was just done. And Steph was horrible. 15.6 assists. He had some really bad turnovers. He just seems to be out of it. He does not have the joy in him right now, right? The joy that he usually plays with, it's not there. And he might also just be too tired from, starting the season of carrying a little too much. And he's 36 pretty much and 6'2" guard. So it makes sense that the toll it has taken on him is bigger. Then Podziemski had his worst game of the season, unfortunately, in the worst spot. He was really bad today. Looney, at least offensively, did better, but you could see him just completely get destroyed by Valanciunas spacing, and he simply just does not move the same. Kuminga, as much as I just want him to break out so badly, right? The inconsistent playing time he got before this season is just catching up with us, and he makes some bad mistakes defensively. It's not as great as you would want, even though he did fairly really solid job on Brandon Ingram today. But it's still not enough. And Klay having to defend Zion, he had a quote post game that he should lose sleep over the fans booing, which I understand. Those guys are ultimate competitors, and they literally. Hey, I don't think we can. I mean, we can try to relate to them, but we'll never be in the same mindset as the ultimate competitors that want to win in professional sports. And I get what Klay, is trying to say here. I don't think he does not care about the fans, right? But I think he's more than pissed himself to, that the boos do not help in the end. And Steph said it himself that he's booing himself in his head. So it's been just horrible. Moses Moody, the only bright spot, but he got hurt in the second half with a calf issue. He'll have an MRI. 8 of 18. He was ultra aggressive today. Did some good things defensively. Was not afraid to shoot it, which was great to see. Trey's at 19 points once again off the bench, so he was solid. But the defensive limitations of our size and length are just horrible. We also I would say, switch too much, overhelp too much, right? We let the teams get too many wide open shots, and they are prepared for it, right? The Warriors love to designate one non-shooter to get wide open shots. This time it was Herb Jones. He knocked down 3 early. Then we had to once again do it a little differently. That opened up the space for everyone else. Leave Valanciunas open on the 3-point line. That opened up things for everyone else. And once that strategy starts to crumble, we can't adjust pretty much because we don't have the roster for it even really. So it was just bad and nasty. And what else is there to say? Like, I genuinely don't know, man. Turnovers were rough. Transition defense. Our transition defense has been really atrocious, man. Teams are really running on us, and they take advantage of our size in those moments when in transition we just simply don't get back enough quickly, or they make sure they run out on us, and Steph is the lone man back out there. More teams are equipped to do it with their, with these lengthier, younger, athletic personnels, and we don't have the answers right now. I genuinely don't know what to do, man, with this season, really. Trades are coming, I'm sure of it now after Steph said what he said, but he needs to be better himself. And we'll see what happens. Will everyone actually get traded, right? Will every single one of these young guys get traded? Maybe. Could you trade Kuminga and Moody, or Kuminga or Moody for a Siakam, Wiggins for a DeJounte Murray, like the reports have suggested? I'll do a trade video tomorrow. We'll talk about those things more, and I'll present some trade ideas. But it's been bad. It's been bad, and flatly, just the biggest thing is it's not been joyful, right? And that's what the Warriors had pride in, that they played with joy and played basketball the right way. And at this point in time, they don't do any of that. Yeah, pretty depressing. But hey, we need to have some of those "it's so over" moments for the "we are so back" moments to be so much more meaningful. And I think the trade deadline will make us something. I am scared if we trade all our young guys, if the main guys really do have it still. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. And I'm more than happy to die on a hill with all of those main guys than, I guess, not. Even though I have grown really attached to Kuminga, to Trace, Moody, Podziemski as of right now, right? But hey, if you can get one more with trades, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. We'll see what happens. But you really do wonder if the game has kinda not outgrown us at this point. Let me know what you think in the comment section if you want. If you don't, that's also fine. As always, be kind to yourself and to others as much as possible. And I'll be here tomorrow with some trade ideas. Love and be, baby.